So, another interesting question. Should the next big space telescope have a sense of smell? Well, let's think about for a second how the sense of smell works. So, particles like those from, for example, coffee or freshly baked bread become airborne and are carried by the wind. We then inhale these particles and they're received by little receptors in our nose, which then sends a signal to our brain. So this lets us know what's happening in our environment. If we smell smoke, there's probably a fire nearby. We can also use our smell to know if food is good or bad to eat. And what about telescopes? How do they work? So telescopes work by collecting and magnifying light from faraway objects using lenses and mirrors. To consider whether telescopes should have a sense of smell, we should think about the differences between how light travels through space and how smelly particles move through space. So it's well known that light travels at a constant speed through space. So a star which emits light will travel for years and years and years until it reaches us. But smelly molecules need something to carry them, like wind, but there is no wind in space. It's well known that most stars have what we call stellar wind, but it's not nearly strong enough to carry these smelly molecules all the way to us. So really, it doesn't actually make sense to have a big nose on something like the James Webb Telescope, because what we're looking at, they're simply too far away for us to smell. Instead, we can use the light itself and certain instruments, for example, a spectrometer, to figure out the composition of what we're looking at. The light can give us a lot more information about stars and galaxies rather than the smell.